Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metropolis Radio. Today we are taking a look at this article here. No Time to Die director criticizes Sean Connery's James Bond. No Time to Die director Cary Fukunaga criticizes Sean Connery's portrayal of James Bond across his 7 films and his sexual nature. Oh boy, I already know where this is going. No Time to Die director Cary Fukunaga, I am not going to try to pronounce that middle name. Criticizes Sean Connery's portrayal of James Bond across the 7 films and his sexual nature. Connery first brought Ian Fleming's iconic MI6 spy to life in 1962's Dr. No, which marked the official launching point for Eon Productions' long-running James Bond film franchise. The late actor would carry the role through 5 more Eon films and the separate Never Say Never Again, another adaptation of Fleming's Thunderball after Connery's 1965 film of the same name. Following his departure from the role, 5 other actors would don the mantle of Bond, beginning first with George Lazenby in On Her Majesty's Secret Service before Connery's brief return and subsequent shift to Roger Moore, beginning with Live and Let Die. Moore would carry the role to A View to a Kill, with Timothy Dalton taking over for 2 films and passing the baton to Pierce Brosnan for 4 films. Eon would elect to reboot the franchise with 2006's Casino Royale, starring Daniel Craig as a younger iteration of Bond, whose story carried over into 4 follow-ups, including his final outing with next month's No Time to Die. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Fukunaga discussed No Time to Die in the film's efforts to address the character's sexual nature in a post-Me Too world. Oh, goody! Fukunaga reflected on Connery's time in the role, specifically 2 films in which his appetite goes too far and criticizes his actions. And here is what he said, quote, "Is it Thunderball or Goldfinger where, basically, Sean Connery's character rapes a woman? She's like, no, no, no. And he's like, yush, yush, yush. That wouldn't fly today," end quote. See, I don't remember if it's Thunderball or Goldfinger that he's referring to. I think what he's thinking of is this Family Guy cutaway gag.
Now, time for some unfinished business.
No, James.
Yes.
No, James.
Yes, you are going to have sex with me.
No, James, I don't want to.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Okay, yes.
See that? 50 no's and a yes means yes.
Now, I do remember Goldfinger as the one where he gets knocked out and then the woman gets killed and then is painted in all gold. That one I do remember. I know with Thunderball, you had Domino, who was Largo's girl before it was revealed that Largo had killed her brother, and then that's when she became the Bond girl for the movie. Nearly 5 years since the #MeToo movement first gained traction in the mainstream, many filmmakers and studios are continuing to reevaluate their approach to storytelling and characters, and James Bond is certainly one of the biggest culprits of the old way of thinking. The scene Fukunaga is referring to is in Thunderball, okay, in which Connery's Bond forcibly kisses Patricia Fearing's nurse Molly, is certainly a prime example of such an issue, with some fans still willing to write it off as a product of the time, while most have rightfully turned to criticizing it for its problematic nature. See, the one I immediately think of is that scene from Die Another Day when Bond fakes the cardiac arrest, and he goes and makes out the nurse, throws her on the bed, and locks her in. It's like, sorry, darling, got some unattended business to tend to, and just goes off into Hong Kong. Since Connery's debut in the role of Bond with Dr. No, the character is well known for being one of the sex symbols of Hollywood, though his producer Barbara Broccoli said in the same interview they have worked hard to evolve the character and the women around him to better standards over the years. Well, yeah, because every woman wanted to be with James Bond, and every guy wanted to be James Bond, because James Bond always banged the hot chick at the end of the movie. What guy didn't want to be Bond? Fukunaga's No Time to Die will be a key step in the Bond franchise's evolution, between bringing Fleabag's Phoebe Waller-Bridge on as a co-writer for the film to casting Lashana Lynch as the first female in black 00 agent in the series. The future for the character of Bond may not have a current plan, but the creators are clearly taking steps to ensure a more diverse and representative future for the films. Only time will tell what they have planned when No Time to Die hits theaters October 8th. Now, another thing that I'm personally thinking of is when Sean Connery is basically doing an interview with Barbara Walters and basically gives his opinion on slapping women back in the day.
years ago you did an interview, which may come back to haunt you. What, you know what I'm going to say, right?
No.
Okay. You did an interview in which you said, not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No, not at all.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good. I
don't think it's bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
It takes absolute balls to share your genuine opinion, but let's also be honest, Sean Connery by this point was just kind of a fuck you, I don't care what you think. So basically in a James Bond post Me Too, honestly, you know, who gives a damn? It's, you know, I'm gonna call this for what it is. It's cheap marketing. It's outrage marketing. Let's be quite blunt. Because, you know, it gets No Time to Die a bunch of free publicity, and you insulted the fan base while you're at it, basically as a, you know, fuck you, we're evolving, you know, James Bond has clearly evolved past you. You know, it didn't work for Ghostbusters 2016. What makes you think it's gonna work now? And guys, that's pretty much all I've got for you this time. If you stuck around this long, thanks so much for doing so. And if you've been following me long enough, you know I'm terrible at ending these videos, so I will just see you guys next time.